All right. Michelle, you're letting people in? Okay, welcome everybody. We are very excited for this webinar. We have a bunch of people here, but also we're recording this so that those who can't be here will be able to follow along. What we want to do today is show the new tools that Piano Marvel has introduced for making uploading music easier into Piano Marvel. So let's say you have a song that's not in Piano Marvel and you want to be able to load it, whether it's a pop song or whether you have a sheet of music and you want to get that sheet of music into Piano Marvel. We can now, there are tools available where you can just take a picture of it on your phone and be able to upload it into Piano Marvel. And we're going to show you how to do that today. So if you have sheet music, just take a picture on your phone, upload it to Piano Marvel. Another common one is slicing. One of the best tools in Piano Marvel is how to slice a piece and have your students be able to learn it. Sometimes the slicing's not done just like you want it. How do you change the slicing? Sometimes you want to put in finger numbers and things. Those things are a little tricky, but we'll show you today how to use MuseScore and do that. And so since there are so many different ways to do this, what we decided to do is just kind of make a hierarchy of things. We'll start at level 1. Like everybody should be able to do this level 1 in just a minute. And then we're going to go to the next item, level 2. See if you can make it to past level 1, you get to level 2, and you can do the next steps. And then we've got, I think it was 10 steps all together if you get into being a pro. You could become a pro in just a day. So everything we're going to show you today, you should be able to do pretty quickly. You guys ready? All right, I have, first of all, let's see, I need to share my screen with you guys. Sharing screen and my audio as well. If I can find the audio. Up there it is, share sound, they move that. And you guys can let me know if that's not working for you. Here we go. I need to hide my panel there. Okay, this is the doc that we've created for you. It's called Uploading Music to Piano Marvel Worksheet. So we put it in kind of like a checkbox worksheet that you guys can get into and just go through and just do each of these assignments. We're going to go through each one of these today. Would you guys like to get a copy of this? I can share the link with people. I'm going to go into my share settings and I'm going to not restrict this. Anybody with the link can come in and view it. So now I can grab the link. Except for this is in the way, so I can't get it. I think I got the link, copy link. And I can, in the video, I'll go ahead and put this in the description, but for now, if you want this link, I'm going to put it in the chat. So let's go ahead and do that now. In the chat, you guys can find, oops, how do I get to the chat? Here it is. You should be able to see that link in the chat. And I'll know if you're in the document because a bunch of little faces will start popping up here. So I've got 6 people in the document already. All right. So step 1 is simple. You may or may not already know how to create a Piano Marvel account. We're going to go ahead and just do that really quickly. And also, we're going to, we're also going to create a student account and link it to a teacher, because there are many of the teachers still who are at the stage of they haven't linked a student account to that. So the way you do that is you just go to pianomarble.com, and you can see that I'm logged in at the top right here. In order to create an account for your student, you're gonna have to log out. And so when you log out, now you can see nobody's logged in. You just click create a free account. So let's say I'm a teacher. I'm just gonna say my name is teacher. I'll say Garner. And my email, I'm just gonna make one up. It's at teacher@garner.com. And my password, I'm just gonna make something really simple. And then I'm gonna click create an account. And that's as easy as it is. Now, I'm a piano teacher, so I'm gonna hit I'm a piano teacher. So I'll just close this window here. There is my name at the top right. And the first thing that I'm gonna wanna do is say my teacher is, so you click on my teacher, you scroll down to this teacher and class, you click on the edit button and you type in your teacher's email address. My teacher, what was it? teacher@garner.com. If I put a wrong thing in, I click, it says teacher does not exist. If it's correct, it'll say who my teacher is. Now, we're not going to get into classes yet on this webinar. That'll be another time. So I am now done with creating my account. The other thing, let's say you have a student. We're going to be sharing our songs that you upload with students. So for our case today, we need to show you how to create a teacher account, a student account. Remember, I said you had to log out. And then you click this, and this one's going to be Student Garner. And I'll say student@garner.com. And I'll create a password for that student. I like to make sure my students have the same password. That didn't take very long to create a student account, did it? Just a few seconds. I'm learning with a teacher. Now you have two choices here. You can say, I just want to put my teacher@garner.com. And now they're set up under you as a student, and you can share your songs that you upload with that student. Alternatively, do the same thing. Go to here in the top right, that menu, click on my teacher, and go all the way down to teacher and class. You can see I already did this. If you need to change that, you can, or just cancel. But that student is now linked to you. That is the first step to our thing. So we are done, and done. We are ready for level 2, which is slice a song into learning sections. Now this you can think of as just your assignment. A lot of times we just watch things. It's really important that you take time to actually do this. This is really easy, and I'm going to show you step by step, and then you can do it yourself. So we're going to copy an existing song in Piano Marble. We're going to chop it, and then we're going to share it with the student. The song that I want you to do is going to be called Arabia, and you will find it. It's going to be called, I believe it's Practice Slicing. And I'll say it's found in the library. All right, so let's go into that teacher account, which I believe I'm logged into the student account. So I'm gonna have to log out of the student, and I'll log back in as the teacher. You guys remember that one was teacher@garner.com. Password. You can remember it if you want to. This is very handy. They come into these red little saved icons that you can just click on. So I'll just go ahead and log in. And I am going to also show you, if you go into the menu, you can log in now as a student. And so you just click on their name here and you'll log in as the student. To log back out of that student, you just click log out student. Okay, so I, as the teacher, have this account here. I am now going to the library where we're going to look for the song called Arabia. And I'll hit enter, and you can see that I've created this practice slicing one for you. This one has the slicing already done. So if I come down here, you'll see the learn mode where I have the mince slicing. So, and for those of you who don't know why this is so important, this is the ability for students to practice the song in sections. So I have a student who here, they get feedback and say, okay, I have to fix one note and then I have 100%. I'll do that again. You get 100%. The next thing I want to do is play a backing track.
2, set, go.
Up there. All right, so your student, when they get this, what they do is they see, okay, I'm missing this note. I need to play that E instead of the F. And it tracks them from step to step. So they start at that first measure, 1 through 4, right hand alone, then left hand, then put hands together. Then they do 5 to 8, and then they do this next one. Now, you can chop this however you want for your student. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So you can't do the original. You can't change this for the world, but you can for yourself. This Arabia practice slicing one, you'll see I have erased all the slicings to let you practice slicing your own. Let's first go to the library. And in the library, you'll see a button that says upload. It's a little cloud icon. You click on that cloud icon. I need to show you that one more time. This is important. Click on that cloud icon, and that is where you will find everything we're working on today in the upload section. If you want a tutorial on this, there's a help button in the top right corner, and it has an amazing number of resources for you. There are so many things. Josh Mills has put this together and he continues to update it. There are videos that show a ton of details on how to chop, how to mince, how to find XMLs and MIDI files, how to convert photos and PDFs to XML, all kinds of things, making thumbnails. So this is a very, very good resource for you. In the meantime, we're going to show you just really quickly how to use it. I said that we have a song that you can copy. Oh, let's go back to our assignments. Our assignment here, I believe, is we need to copy an existing song. It's going to be Piano Marvels, Practice Slicing Arabia. We're going to chop it and we're going to mince it and then we're going to share it with a student. So let's start with the copy the existing song. All right, we're in our uploads. You find it by clicking on the Piano Marvel library. So over here, you'll do a search for Arabia. And you can see this one and this one. I'm gonna put practice. There it is. This is the one that we created for you, practice slicing. So when you find it, all you have to do is duplicate it. You can view it if you want with this button, which is really, really handy. You can think, okay, that's the one I want. Just close this tab and say, okay, now we're going to copy it. You click on this little copy, and what that does is it makes a song copied successfully. You can find and edit this song under My Uploads. So you just click on the My Uploads, and that's where you will see your new song that you own. So this is now yours and you can edit it any way you want. The way you edit and share is right here. Let's first edit it. And we want to create this practice slicing. You can go there, or even better, I like to do this. Click on the view song. And remember in the learn how the other one had, you could request the slicing. Well, this one says you can actually edit it. And this is all brand new. So you just click on the edit button. And I'm going to show you how to chop this really fast. If you've done it the old way, throw those ways out. This is the by far better. If I go to the chop slicing, you can see there's nothing there, but it gives me a suggested slicing, which I could change wherever I want. And I just click add the slice because I think that first line's perfect. And now if I want to do another one, I can hit the enter key or I can click add a next exercise. And it suggests this one right here. If I want to change that again, I could do that. Notice it changes the title. So it measures 5 to 7 instead of 5 to 8. But I do like this. You learn the first line, then you learn the second line. And then I think the next one we'd probably want to do with this song is put the first two sections together. Anybody know how to do that? Well, there is one way. We can click on this and say insert one below. And then when you click it, you can actually drag these to wherever you want. I don't know what these things are called, the little cursor things. It's the selection tool. You can also select right hand or left hand. And so now if I go over here, I like this little trick. The shortcut on a computer is the right arrow. We'll just kind of navigate you through. I can go back arrow and it just goes through these and you can see them highlight as you go. What is the next thing you'd want to teach your student? Well, let's add a new exercise and see what it suggests. That's perfect. I'm going to say save. Now, I only have the first 4, but if I want to add more, I'd say, let's do this one. But you know what? This is a repeat. So I'm not sure we need to do this one for your students. So what do? You can just move it to wherever you want. You could say, I just want you to review this, and that would be the end of it. The next one would be this part. This is a little different, so we'll keep that. This part, a little different, we'll keep that. And then the next one, you just click add again, and it did the whole song. And it says measures 1 through 29. I just chopped this entire song in no time at all. Now I want to review my sections really fast. By the way, if you need to hear the song, you can just hit the play button.
1, 2, set, go.
And if you like where it ends, you can say that's perfect, or I actually just want to stop here. You can change it there. So I'm going to hit the right arrow. I like that. I like that review. 9 to 12, I like that. I like that as a review. I like 21 to 24, 25. Now, what you might want to do is put 21 to 25. So let's do an insert here. We'll insert it right before the last section here. Insert one above, and we're going to do just 21. So you just grab this handle and drag it down to where you want. Now I have a little review 21 to 24. So after I did this last one here, I put those together. Whoops. They got out of order. Did you know you could actually drag these? You just click it and drag it up, and the number actually changes. So you don't have to do any titling anymore. You just drag it wherever you want. So yeah, now it looks like it's all in order. 21 to 29, and then the whole song. And everything's done for chopped. Somebody did ask, what if I did want to edit this? You can actually omit the title here. You can just double click on this title and say, I want this to be my intro. And so now you have the ability to actually title this whatever you want it to be titled. You don't even have to have that measures 1 to 4. If you don't like that formatting, you have control over doing that. I can just say, I just want to call this first line or intro, and you have all control over that one. Your Control Z button or undo will undo any edits that you didn't want to do, and the Control Y button redoes them. So I'm going to click the Save button. And now we have the chopped slicing done, but typically for students, you want them to do right hand, left hand on certain sections. So how do you do this? I usually do this in the minced one, and I like to just duplicate my chopped one once I have it done. And then I can say, I want this particular one to be split hands. Notice the titles changed. Number 1 to 4, right hand, left hand, and hands together. So if I were to go through this, you can see the right hand selected only over here, no left hand. If I go to the next one, you can see now my left hand is, and then hands together. You can also do a bulk edit. So if I click on, let's say bulk edit, and I want to do just certain ones, what I do is I would say, I would like this one only. This is a review, so I don't want to do right hand, left hand. This is new material, so I want hands separated. This is not new material, but this one is, and this one is. Let's just make sure that all of these get split hands. There you have it. Your whole mint slicing is now just done. Super, super easy. And you're ready. Let's review it really quickly by just hitting the right arrow. Left hand, hands together. Next section, right hand, left hand, hands together. Next section is combined. Then we do the right hand, left hand, hands together. Then we do this one as a learning section. This one's right hand, left hand, hands together. Right hand, left hand, hands together. You can see how easy this makes it for slicing because you can see the music, you can hear it, and you can even play it. Now, I did only have one tempo. Sometimes when your students are learning, you might want to do a couple of tempos. So let's do, I don't know, 60, 80, and 100. So you just come over here, you type in 60. You can tab over or click over here, and let's do 80 and 100. So now my mix. Oh, we got some feedback. My looks like I've got my tempos good, and it also did it on the chop slicing. I'm going to click on the save button, and I think we're done. So now we have all of the chopping and slicing done on that. We'll go back to our uploads thing, and we say we did it. We did Arabia, we did the chopped and minced slicing, we did the share song with students. Oh, we didn't share that with students yet. That's our last step for level 2 before we get into level 3. How to share with students. Anybody know how to do this? This is it. You go back to your uploads page, you click on the share button, and you've got a couple of choices. You can grab the link, you can email this link to students. You can say, I want to share it with a specific student. And you click add, and that would just go to that one student. You can click on this one and say, I want to share it with all of my students. Or you can do classes. We haven't set up classes, but if you did have classes set up, you can share it that way as well. And then you just click save. Let's see what happens then. If I share it with all of my students, I click save. Now, when I log in as a student, this is what they see. Let's see, log in as student. When they go to the library, they get this little button that says, Teacher Garner shared music with you, add to my favorites. And it tells them the title and everything. And so now in their favorites, they get to see the song that you just shared with them. And it is chopped up and split up with exactly the right chopping that you have chosen. I noticed I didn't put the different tempos on the chopped, which you may prefer not to do. Maybe that's annoying. Maybe you don't like the different tempos. So that's up to you as a teacher though. You can also put in a video, you can put a thumbnail on it, and you can do all kinds of things. We're not going to go through that yet, but I've now shared it with my student. So we are done. Moving on to level 3 of your training. Okay, uploading a song from MuseScore. Let's say you don't want to do a lot of work and learn how to use a notation software. The song's not in Piano Marvel. You can just go to MuseScore. If you don't have a MuseScore account, just click on this. You can create a free one. Finding a song and downloading MIDI files. It's really, really easy, and we've set this example up for you because it's a really good example. So if you just click this button, what it will do is it will take you to this MuseScore file. And then you want to put it into Piano Marvel. Very simple. You click the download button, and you're going to need two things. Well, you could actually click the PDF too. So you can get all three things. So PDF, music XML, and MIDI. You have to have MIDI and XML. But let's go ahead and do the PDF. Oh, I think we might have picked the wrong file. Josh, is this not?
You're not logged in.
Oh, I gotta log in. Okay. So you do have to log in to MuseScore. We skipped that first step, didn't we? Which is sign up or log in. I actually have an account. I'm just going to continue with this one. And now I can click download. Thank you. Okay, so let's do a PDF, download that. What else do we need? We want to do the XML. And then we also want to do the MIDI. And that's it. Now let's see if it actually works when we upload it to Piano Marvel. I don't know the name of this song. What is this? Let's just call it, I don't know what that is in English.
I think it's Old French
song?
song.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Old French song by Peter Tchaikovsky. Let's go to our uploads. And if you've forgotten how to do that, remember you go to the library, click on my uploads.
Hey, Aaron,
And yes.
do you want to save questions for the end?
Let's do, because I may answer all those questions. If you could just put them in the chat right now, and then
Okay.
Cami, maybe you can monitor those.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so my uploads is where we want to be. And at the bottom here, you have upload a new song. You click on that, type the name of the song in, the composer, TCHIKOVWSKY. The difficulty level is a level probably 8. And then the tempo, you can choose whatever tempo you want. You just put 60 in here, and then you can say it's a classical piece. You do need to fill all this in. And then we'll go ahead and put the MIDI and the XML. These are the two you have to have. You don't have to put in an audio file. We're going to talk about that last. PDF, that's optional. Thumbnail is optional. Video is optional. Title is optional. Let's just grab these then. This is the MIDI. We also downloaded into our downloads folder the XML. Those are the only two you need, but we might as well put the PDF since we did that one too. And I click save and close, and then we pray that it works. All right, so let's close this. We have the Old French song here by Tchaikovsky. And I just realized I'm in the wrong account. I'm in the student account here. I think I probably should go back and do this in the teacher account, which would probably be a good review for you guys, right? All right, let's do that. So let's log out of the student account which I like to do here, log student out. And I am, it didn't log me out, log student out. I'm getting an error. I wonder if it's something to do with what I just did here. Let's do log out and log back in as a teacher, which I did save, by the way. I'm gonna log in and I have this little red thing here. I saved it down here, Teacher Garner, just click on that. And now I'm logged in. Okay, so quick review. We go to the library, click on uploads. See if you can mentally do this before I do it. I'm gonna move pretty fast. I had this Arabia one I did earlier. Remember how to get the new one? You click the bottom down here, this button, upload new song. And this one was the Old French Song by Tchaikovsky. We did the level, remember what it was, 8. We did the default tempo, I think we said it was 60. We selected classical. We grabbed a MIDI file from our downloads. We grabbed an XML from our downloads. And we grabbed a PDF from our downloads. And then we hit save. And then we started to pray that it worked. Closing now. And there we go. Now I've got these 2 songs. To find out if it worked, you just have to click this little view button. So cross your fingers. Hope that worked. Yeah, it's a little ugly. But does it work? Let's find out.
1. Set. Go.
It does work. Everything's lined up. Okay, so that's actually a tie that needs to be fixed later. We're going to show you how to fix things like this in MuseScore. In the meantime, it worked pretty well. I want to chop and mince this really fast. You remember how to do this? I'll do it really quickly in the chop slicing. First line, second line, third line, fourth line, whole song, done. Minced, we'll just duplicate the minced and we'll chop them all with a Control A as a shortcut. Split hands, done. The whole song is just done. I probably didn't want to mince the whole thing at the bottom, did I? So how do you delete these? A couple ways. You can just click on this and delete. Or you can highlight and hit the delete key. What have I done? Control Z will undo things. I kind of like the control key myself. So I'm just, or the delete key. So I click it and delete it. And we're done with the song. Okay, so I believe that was all we needed to do. We found our song on MuseScore. Is that pretty easy? Like if you can find the music that's already done for you, you don't have to do any editing at all. But we did find that there was some things we would like to change. Let's say fingerings you want to change, or slurs, or take some repeat signs out or something. This is the next step. So first, you would download MuseScore Studio, and then you'd find a song in MuseScore to download. We gave you this example to work on. So this Bach minuet, we know it's got some repeats here that we need to take out, but I'm going to download it. But instead of downloading the XML, I'm going to just download the MuseScore Studio file. And what this will do, when I go to my downloads, you'll see that it says .mscz. That's a MuseScore file. If I open this with MuseScore, I've already downloaded MuseScore on this computer, so I have MuseScore Studio here. It allows you to do edits in here. And they're actually pretty easy to do. Probably could just hit the delete key on that. Yeah, I just deleted the repeat sign here. Click on that, delete button, click on that, delete. Done. If I want to add a finger number or take out any slurs, I could just take slurs out. I can, well, let's see, where's the finger numbers? Beats and jumps, keyboards, text. This is a very cool tool. It'll take some time to practice with time signatures, key signatures, clefs.
You have to add the palette.
Okay, so from the add button, there's a.
No, at the top on the left side where it says palettes.
I see it.
At the
Palettes
very
here.
top. Yeah.
And you just type in fingers, or do you? Oh, you can do a search on finger.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. So let's say I want my thumb to be on this note here. You can just add it. Whoops. You can add it right there. There it is. And then it just puts a thumb mark on there. So you can add finger numbers. And then at this point, we need to export the XML, and we need to export the MIDI. You could do the PDF if you wanted to, but you do that under the file menu and you go to export. And again, it gives you a PDF option, PNG, SVG. We needed the MIDI export. We'll do it in our downloads folder. Sounds good. And then we also need to download the XML. So just go back up here to the file menu, click export, and go to XML. So you change this, and there it is, music XML. Now they give you several types. You could try any of these. Josh, your favorite is what, the uncompressed?
Yes. But all of them will work.
All of them do work now? Okay, so I'm just gonna export the compressed one. Save it in the same place. I won't bother the PDF, you guys know how to do that. But I will now take this minuet in G major, and I will go back to my uploads. I'm gonna click upload. We'll do minuet in G. And we'll say Bach. And the difficulty is a level 6-ish. And we'll say the tempo is 60. I don't know what the tempo should be. It's classical. And remember, we do need a MIDI, which we just saved here. Oops, almost got the wrong one. And I could tell that because the end right here, it says .mxl. So that's the MXL. It won't let you put them in the wrong order. So this .midi goes in here and the XML here. I click save, and then you pray, please work. Here we go. The minuet, click on this eyeball and hope. It actually looks really good. Yes. And then I'll chop it and mince it. Let's go over here to the edit. We're gonna chop this thing up. First line, second line, third line, fourth line, whole song, done. We're gonna mince it. We'll just duplicate those chop slicings. We're going to, what did we do here? Oh, we don't want to select this one. So if I do Control A, then I'd probably want to unselect that, and then we'll split hands. Right, left. You can review it, right, left, hands together, right, left, hands together, right, left, hands together. I kind of didn't like one thing here. You know how easy it is to go back and fix this? Check this out. If you want to add the next line, you just drag it here. And then you just change that. It's that easy. Of course, probably should do that before you actually chop and mince it, because then you'd have to do it to all of them. So it's almost better to just say, let's just Control A these and delete. Goodbye. Fix it here by saying I want that to go there to the next note. And then, so you check your slicings first before you ever go to mince slicings, and you duplicate them, and then you can do the chop split hands, and then you're done. Of course, you might want to do it at 30 beats, 40 beats, 50 beats per minute. You can decide whatever you want to do on that. In the meantime, that one is done. Oops, I forgot to save changes, but it prompted me to do it. Now I have 3 songs done, and they were very, very easy to put into Piano Marvel. So level 4, we've done this. We found a song, we edited it, we exported the XML, the MIDI, we chopped it, we minced it, and we're now ready for your level 5. So if you've made it through level 4, you've learned a ton of stuff, and you could probably just quit now. But what if you had some sheet music that you want to just take a picture of on your phone and upload it to Piano Marvel? And what if you wanted audio tracks? Let's get into that really quickly. All right, so before we get too much further, we want to do a level 5, which is just to organize the songs that you've uploaded already. You may have never even tried this. In Piano Marvel, you can actually go in to your uploads. If I click on the uploads from the library, remember that's how you get here. I'm going to close this to keep it clean. You have over here on the right a way to organize all your files, because eventually you're going to get a ton of them here. You can create a bundle and a book. Let's do a bundle, and let's just call it My Favorite Songs, or Aaron's Favorites. Maybe in fact this would be the, let's say, because all of these I believe are classical. So these would be my classical favorites. And then I think I can select just this and save. I did. So I have now what's called a bundle. This is a way to organize songs, and I'm going to drag all 3 of these guys into the bundle. And it's very simple. You just drag it and drop it. And there you go. And that's the bundle of songs where it's organized. The other one you can do is books. So if you wanted to organize your books, sorry, your bundles into a book, I will say these are Aaron's favorites or Aaron's uploads, whatever you want to call this. I'll say uploads. And then you can put a PDF and a thumbnail here as well. I'm just going to save this. And now inside of this book, you can see I can actually add this into that book. So when I go to the Piano Marvel library, I'll refresh this screen, and I'm going to do Aaron's uploads. You can now see I have a book, and inside of the book, I have a bundle called Classical, and inside of that, I have my 3 songs. What's not cool is that I don't have a pretty little thumbnail. A lot of people think this is much harder to get a thumbnail. I'm going to just show you a really, really easy way to do a thumbnail. Let's say I just want like a sunset on that. I'll just grab this one here. I like this tool called Snipping Tool because I'm on a Windows machine. I think you could just do a screenshot on something else on like a Mac. The ratio you want to do is 300 by, I'm going to redo this again. It's 300 by 330, so it's a tiny bit taller than it is wide. And so I just eyeball this. You can do exact dimensions if you want, but I'm just going to eyeball this right about there. And then I just save this as my screenshot. You can title it sunset, whatever you want to do. I'm going to put it right in my downloads. And so now when you go to your uploads thing, you click on this edit button. Oops, that's a copy. I'm going to edit this button. And you want to do a thumbnail on this, you click browse, you look for that sunset from your downloads that you just did, and you click save. And then you hope it worked. It's not there yet, but what if you refresh? Let's see, gotta search again for that one. Look, my sunset showed up, so now it's all pretty. I can put 5 stars on it. And I can say, it's in my favorites now. Add it to your favorites. So now when I go back, I have that bundle in my favorites. And I have the classical bundle. I could do another bundle and we could just populate. And this is a really, really good way to organize all of your songs. I think we created a bundle. We dropped songs in it. We didn't share the bundle. I guess we better go share it. There's the share button right there. I'm going to share that one with Michelle. I believe it's Michelle. Michelle, what's your Piano Marble email? Is it Michelle@pianomarble.com? And and it will warn you if it cannot find this. So I think it was just something I mistyped. I'll try it again. And see if it found her. Okay, pianomarble.com. It's not finding her. Maybe it's under a different email.
Oh,
Yep.
I think
Okay,
it's under
so-
Michelle and Garner.
Okay. Michelle Lynn Garner at gmail.com. Let's try that one. Okay, so now it did, and it'll give her a message. I'm going to click save. So now I can mark this off. I've shared that with somebody. And now I already created, oh, did I not create a second bundle? One fun way to do a second bundle is just to duplicate the last one. You just click on the duplicate, copy, and then okay. And now you got a copy in that. I believe now when I open this, I've got that copy here. It even copied the songs. You don't want those songs in there? No problem. Just erase it. Oh, wait. I want to open this. No problem. Just get rid of those. You want to rename that? You just rename it. Let's say this are scales. My favorite scales. Oops. Oh, it looks like I need something here. Scales and exercises. Okay, so now I want to go to the Piano Marble library and drop a couple scales in here. Let's say, I'll steal them from the Scale Ninja. You just grab them from the Scale Ninja. Let's say I want to just grab some 5-finger ones, drop that one in, drop that one in, drop that one in. So now Michelle will see in her library when she goes in, she will just see that whole organization done. I've got these 3 scales in there, classical songs there. And you are then done with this. You've created a book and added your 2 bundles, created a thumbnail. Okay, so we are done with level 5 and we're ready for the, are you guys ready for the exciting stuff now? We're gonna need Josh on this one because we're actually going to use something called Soundslice. Let's say you have a PDF. Now PDFs need to be converted from a PDF to an XML and a MIDI in order to work. So we've got this one that we found for you to start working with. You will simply just grab this link. And we found this link by just doing a Google search. This is called Dance by Kabalevsky. And you can get PDFs all over the place. They're almost everywhere. So if I click on this PDF thing, I've got this PDF that I now need to convert to something usable in Piano Marble, which is an XML and a MIDI. So I'll just go ahead and download Dance and just do it to the same places I'm doing everything else and save it. Now I have the PDF how do you convert that to an XML? Well, there's this really cool thing Josh just showed me this morning, how to do this, and we're gonna do it for you guys, so you can just do it step by step. If I go back to this, it says open Soundslice and create an account if you do not already have one. Then you'll create a slicing using the PDF you just downloaded. Is this easy? Let's find out. I'm going to go to Soundslice. I do not have an account yet, so I'm going to sign up. It's going to require you to put your email address in. I don't know if I have to have a username or not. This looks pretty fast. And here I am. So it looks like, Josh, do I just hit this upload file?
Yep.
Okay. It says recent verification email. Hey, do I need to go to my email and verify that? Confirm email address with them. Okay. Okay, upload file now. Should it let me? All right. Now where do I go, Josh?
Try for free.
Try for free. Thank you. Okay, now I click upload PDF or images. We
Yeah, but
downloaded
before
this
that,
PDF. What's
before
that?
that,
What
you
did I
may
do?
want to choose to not
Oh,
include some of that stuff.
so it'll do fingerings, chord names, lyrics, and tremolos. You guys want to see fingerings? Yeah, we'll keep the fingerings. Okay, we're keeping fingerings to see how it does. Try it for free. Nope, upload image. Now we'll go to the image. And this looks pretty good. This is the PDF we just downloaded from the website. I'm going to upload that selected page and hope it works. What it's telling me here is pending images. We'll email you when it's ready. Josh, do I have to really wait until they email me?
It varies on some songs. If it's really complicated, it could take, I've seen it take 30, 40 minutes. And on some songs, I think like
Alternatively, I can
this
just
one,
refresh this.
yeah, this
and
one only took 20 seconds. So
Okay, so now we're ready. So then I just click on it. Now do I have to go through these or can I just skip all this?
I usually go through it and just make sure it looks right.
Yeah, it's basically saying, is this a finger number? Is this a finger number? Is this a finger number? I'm just gonna say, yep, they're all finger numbers. And then it's saying, is this, say, Allegro? Did we get it right? I could probably type a change in here and fix that too, huh? But I'm not going to. I'm just gonna take what it gave me by default. Now this is cool. It just took that PDF and turned it into an XML, and you can even play it. It didn't miss a single note. Finger numbers even good. Oh, except for that one. All right, Josh, how do I get this into Piano Marble now?
All right, so you want to press continue in the top right.
Continue. Okay.
Edit.
Edit in the editor.
Yeah, and you said it's all good to go. So you want to click those three buttons at the top, the three dots.
Okay, so this little
button.
menu here.
Mm-hmm.
And I need
And
two
then-
things. And luckily it exports a MIDI and it exports an XML. Simple as that. This is where you're gonna have to pay some money. So export slicing, upgrade, view options. So you can go in and see what it would cost if you want to do this. It's pretty cool. It's only $5 a month. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with it. And I think I'll just continue with that $5 a month plan. And then you can put in credit card. I don't know if you can do. There's a Google Pay. I don't have Google Pay. Well, let me unshare my screen here. So you guys don't all see my credit card. I'm gonna get this. Stop sharing screen. And let's see how fast I can get this done. Just
While you're
bear
doing
with-
that,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Dr. Gann, I know a lot of questions have come in, but I saw Dr. Gann, you were talking about PlayScore too. I've used a lot of different apps like this. They're called sheet music OCR apps, I think is the fancy word. And this is the best one I've ever used. So, I'm not trying to be rude to PlayScore or anything like that. They're good. And we've had another one we used for a long time, but this one's just the AI or whatever it's using. It's just so good. So I would highly recommend you try this one just because it does it really, really quickly. And it's pretty accurate.
But this
Yeah, any
one's
other-
like different, right? The functionality is a little bit different because it's you're uploading a clean score from another source on your computer, or is there a phone app as well? Because the other
So this
one's
is
like
just
camera based.
This is just a website. So that
Yeah.
means it works on all platforms. So it's not an app. And there's actually, you're about to see it. Aaron's going to show you in a couple seconds here, but you can do it with a photo too. So stay tuned.
Okay, I think I'm done, Josh. I'm gonna share my screen again. How do I share screen? Here it is. Okay, sharing screen again. Sharing sound. And here we have it. Okay, so Josh, you said do I need to like refresh or anything? Or log out, log back in?
No, I think you're good after you refresh.
Okay, so what do I do? Hit these three buttons. I click export MIDI and XML. So let's start with the XML. That was fast and easy. Let's then go to the MIDI. And we're going to go back to Piano Marvel's upload ones. And we're gonna do upload a new one. And which song was this? I forgot. I just
Dance.
grabbed a PDF online. Okay, so dance from PDF, I'll say. And that was a level, I don't know, 5-ish, 4, something like that. And we'll go 60 beats. Actually, that's kind of slow. 100 classical. And I need my MIDI. And I need my XML. And we're gonna go ahead and hit save. Uh-oh. What did it say? I missed the composer. Walewski. Save away. No, now it took out my MIDI file. I better put the MIDI in and the XML. And I've got everything in there I think I need now. What do you think it worked, Josh? Yes or no?
I think it did.
Dance from PDF. Eyeball, cross your fingers, everybody. That's straight from a PDF. Hit the play bar. Did it work?
1, 2, set, go.
Look at that. It's perfect. And of course, you want to chop and slice that one. How hard is it? Piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake, done. Okay. Oh, you want to mince it? Duplicate it all. Control A, except for that one. Right hand, left hand, split hands. Done. I'm getting pretty fast at this, Josh. What do you think? Oh, I didn't put tempos. Felt like that was pretty slow. I'm gonna go 120 for that. We'll go 80. And then 100. And then save. Cool. That is it. Now, that's if you have a PDF. What if I don't have a PDF, Josh, and I have a sheet of music? Can Soundslice do the same thing from a picture on your phone?
Yes.
Shall we show it? Who wants to see it?
Yes.
I should go back to this thing real quick and say, we opened Soundslice, we created it, we made changes, we exported it, we got a premium version. So we were done with that one. Taking a picture of a song on the phone. So this is a tool that you will need, or that's very, very helpful. You could do something else, but I found this one Josh told me about yesterday. It's called Adobe Scan. Now, I think I can show my phone on this computer so you guys can see it in action. I come over here, click on this, hopefully.
Press that refresh button. Oh, there you go.
Okay. And I should probably go back to my screen. Okay, so this is my screen on my phone. You can see I've got a bunch of different apps. One of them that I got from the Google Play Store here is called Adobe Scan. You can get this on an iPhone on the Apple Store or on the Google Play Store. You just click open, or if it's already downloaded on your phone, you just have to remember where you put it. And I have mine on this screen right here. So I'm going to open this and hand this to Michelle. Okay, Michelle, sheet of music. We're going to take that over to the sheet.
Here, hold this, I'll grab the sheet of music.
Okay, or you can do it over there. All right, so we got a sheet of music. You guys can't hear me if I walk away. We'll just do it over here. You want to set your sheet of music down really flat. And then you want to hover over it till you get, and then hold it steady. It says capturing, hold steady. So if that, you want to retry it or just do the same thing? Oh, you can retry. I'll show you how to retry. So you just click on the home button and say discard it. You want to retry it? I just click on the camera again. You got to go down a little. I'm missing the bottom part of the music. We're going to have to retry that one. Discard. Click on the little camera thing.
This is much easier than it looks. It's hard because I'm using
We're trying to.
we're like looking through the computer. So
Yeah. Now I do see that there is like your page is bent. Should I try to get it straight, or Josh, is that fine to have it bent?
well, you can try it again.
I would try it again. Just hold your hand down and make sure it's super flat.
Yeah, the better you can get the picture, the easier it is, right? Okay. We'll try again. Let me discard this. Take a picture. And can you have your thumb in there?
Yeah,
No
it's
problem?
fine. It's
All
not
right.
obscuring the notes, so you're fine.
Let's save as a PDF. Okay, so it just created a PDF, and I'm going to, well, you could do this on your phone. Do you guys want to see it on your phone, or should we just share it with the computer?
Well, it's the same thing. Like this is mine.
Okay, well, let's just share it to the computer then. I'm going to just share button, email it to myself. I click on email, and I'm just going to type in here, garnerpianomarble.com. And away we go. All right, so I just emailed that picture to myself. I'll go to my email and there it is. It showed up. So the PDF I have here, click on the link. Super easy. It looks pretty good. I'm going to download this. If I remember how to download.
3 dots next to the AI assistant.
This one here. Download this file. Thank you. And we're going to go to download. It's probably going to tell me where to download it, or just went to my. I'm not sure where that went.
It's right down there at the bottom. It's not sorted by date modified. It's at the bottom of this section.
This one right here, Adobe Scan?
Yes. Yeah.
I'd probably want to do, let's say, dance from picture or photo. Let's just save it so it's easy to find. All right, so now I go into Soundslice and we'll try the same thing from Soundslice. Do I just get to the home button here? Whoops.
No, that was the wrong. Sorry.
Let's just go to
It's too late.
soundslice.com. Okay, so I've got this one here. I'm going to create a new slice and I'm going to upload a file. And this time we're going to choose, oh, guess what I forgot to do again, Josh? I forgot to take off the fingerings, chord names. Don't need lyrics, tremolos. I'll just leave the finger numbers on there. And choose the file. Dance photo. This is what the photo looks like from my phone. I'm going to upload this. We'll let you know when it's done. I'll wait, you think 10 seconds, and then you can always try to refresh this and see if it's done.
It does usually take slightly longer with a photo,
Oh, photos taking longer.
but like 30 seconds longer.
Okay, well, it's been 15. I'm gonna, oh, it did it in 15. Very cool. Okay, so this is dance from a photo. And I guess I just click on it to see if it actually worked. It wants to know if this is a chord name. And no, it's not. It wants to know, is this, does it have something or is there something
Yeah,
over
so
there?
just add that tenuto on it.
Well, it's not a tenuto, is it? Oh, it is.
Well, yeah, there's a tenuto over top.
I can add that tenuto right here.
That looks right. That looks right.
All those look
That
good.
looks
These are
right.
just finger numbers. It's wondering if they're right. I'll hit continue. And now, drum roll, please. From the photo, did it turn into something usable? No. That's impressive. That was perfect. This is astounding. From a photo, it just changed that into a PDF. Or sorry, not a PDF. It changed it into music XML. Okay, so I hit continue, edit and open an editor, and then I click the 3 dots again. We export the MIDI, we export the XML, and what?
Oh, I was gonna say PDF.
I already have the PDF, so we're good. Now I just have to go back to Piano Marble. You're getting lots of practice with this feature here. We'll say Dance by Kabalevsky. Oh wait, this is Dance from Photo. Composers, Kabalevsky. And difficulty is a level 5. We did 120. That's classical. I just need my MIDI file, which is this .mid. I need the XML, which is this .xml. We click, I've got a PDF. I could go ahead and throw that in there. Why not? Save away. Close it. Hope that it worked. Dance from here. Moment of truth. Did it work?
1, 2, set, go.
It's perfect. You guys remember how to chop and mince? Edit, chop, 1, 2, 3, 4, done. Mince, Control A, whoops, actually Control Z that. Duplicate that all, Control A minus that, and
You did mention that they can
split the
customize
hands.
these, right?
Yes, so we did talk about that, right? You can customize this and put it wherever
I
you
don't
want.
think I don't think that's what she was referring to. I think she was talking about in Soundslice.
No. I was talking about that. I was just the slicings. I didn't remember him mentioning that you can change the slicings to fit whatever your student.
Yeah, we did talk about that for a while, like just being able to highlight whatever you wanted it to do, and it would change here. Or undo, Control Z, puts it back. So you just click save and you are done with that one. And remember, now I've got a couple of other songs that I could drop into my little folder here. I've got dance PDF and I've got dance from the photo. Really cool. All those are now shared with the students that I've shared, because I shared all of this folder with all of my students. If you remember here, I actually didn't share with all of my students. Now they all have access to that one. Pretty cool. Are we at a point where we're ready to take some questions? Because we do have something else that's really cool. I could just let you guys go on with this thing and just follow the videos. How to load accompaniments, backing tracks, how to edit music in MuseScore, how to add bass, drums, flute accompaniment. Just follow this video. I think we're kind of running short on time, so it's probably a good idea to just let you guys finish this stuff on your own, and just go through this here. I'll uncheck these. If you want to print your own copy of this, I believe you could just print this and then mark the check marks off by yourself. Let's open it up for questions.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump right into the chat, Aaron, because there's some
Yep,
in the
go
chat.
ahead.
Okay, so Candace is wondering, does the upload button only appear on a computer and not on an iPad? I assume she means in the library, Piano Marble Library.
Currently, yes, you are correct. You cannot use the upload feature on the iPad app yet. You just go to a browser on your computer. Most people do have a computer, but then when you do, you'll see everything on your iPad.
And Melinda says, this new format is such an amazing time saver. Thank you. Okay, so when you go from chop to mince, oh, that one got answered. Okay. Why would you upload a PDF if the XML file gives you the visual of the music? So
Oh,
the answer, yeah, go ahead.
excellent question. I am going to show you why you would do a PDF. Let's say you did have dance here and you want to print this, or you want your students to print this. How do they print? Well, if you go to the options button, whoops, not the options. Where is it? Where's
I
our
haven't been able to find this in the last couple days.
I don't
I'm
think you
wondering-
uploaded a PDF to this, Aaron.
Oh man, I know I put it on this next one. They did this one, right? Options, there it
There we
is.
go.
Under options, you click on the print button, and that is how your students will print the song. Is if you put in a PDF, it gives them a print option. Excellent question, thank you.
And Q just pointed out that one thing she loves about books and bundles is that you can add music to it and it will automatically share that with the students. If you have shared the book, any changes you make within the book will update with whoever you've shared it to.
Yes, that's an excellent question. So if I put another song in here, and I just drag it into this, it's automatically shared with the students that have this Aaron's uploads.
Melinda is asking if there's a tutorial about how to add a thumbnail using a Mac.
Yes, there is. You remember in the first place, we said there's this help button. When you get in here, if you open the help button and you say, you just search for thumbnail, making a thumbnail, and you click on that, it brings you to this making a thumbnail section. It tells you details how to do this. And Josh, do you have any details on this document?
No, but I can make one. I
Josh,
think
would you-
Dr. Gann said though, if you do Command Shift 4, that should
Command-
immediately help you, Melinda. But I'll make a video and put it in here too.
Perfect. Thank you, Josh, and thank you, Melinda.
But then once you send once you do a screenshot, is there a way to edit it?
You can
Yeah.
edit it in Adobe or in other software too.
Yeah, I always do it in Canva. It's pretty nice because you can
Canva.
put the dimensions in.
Canva's good. I just like to keep things simple, so I just take a snapshot of whatever I want. Sometimes I do want to put words on it though. Like I want to put the title of the song or whatever. And in that case, you do have to put it into some sort of editing software for visuals.
I'll make that video today and get it in there, Melinda.
Nice.
Josh?
So Candace is wondering if there's a way to share with all of your students at once. Did you catch that, Candace, when he was showing that part?
For
No,
those of
could
you who
you tell me
didn't.
again?
Okay, so here you go. You click on the little share button, whether it's a song or a bundle. And on that, you have this option right here, share with my students, all of them.
Is that your present students? What about future students, Aaron?
That's all future students too. Like all of your students who were your students will then have access to that.
Cool.
Chenny Gann is asking, why do the MIDI and PDF files imported from MuseScore sound like the right hand and the left hand don't match?
The examples that I did today, they do match, but I have seen that. Josh, will you take that question?
Yeah, that's just a bug. The best way to fix it is kind of doing what we showed today, where you put it into MuseScore, and then you delete the tempo marking right there, and then you re-export.
So it's
Okay.
that tempo marking that's kind of making it buggy, because I did exactly what you did today, but I guess I forgot to delete the tempo marking, or I used the
Yeah.
PDF.
Yeah, depending on what
Delete
version of
that, it
piano.
should fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that. Thanks.
Follow-up
No
question, Josh, on that. If there's not a tempo marking on the music, but you've set a tempo for the piece, could it cause the same problem?
To be honest, I don't know. So tell me. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm trying to fix a piece right now
I
that
miss-
has that problem where the right and left hand are not matching up. So that's why
I
I'm
would guess
asking.
it wouldn't, because I would my hunch says no. I'm 90%, 95% sure it wouldn't have an issue. With all that being said, even keeping Allegro in there, if you're using the iPad app, it's not an issue right now. So it's just a bug that we're gonna fix one day for the computer. But there is a temporary workaround for now.
Okay. Ann Kefalos is wondering how to edit in MuseScore. Those videos that you said they can go back and watch, they kind of go over the editing process,
They
right?
do. Yep. So if you go back to your document that we gave you, the right here, this step 1 and 2, where we have you write in MuseScore and add some accompaniments, just watch those videos and follow those steps, and you'll learn how to do a ton of different things inside of MuseScore. You can also get tutorials on YouTube on how to use MuseScore, or just do a Google search. How do you remove finger numbers? And you'll get usually a quick video of how to do it. This is not something that you learn instantly. It's something, and you don't have to learn it all before you start doing stuff. Do a project, do a song, And whenever you can't find an answer out, just Google it and then fix it as you go. That's the best way to learn is learn as you're doing projects.
And Melinda, did you catch where it showed how you can edit fingering in Soundslice? Okay, I don't hear her, but I know we went
Okay.
over that, so I was just seeing if she caught
Again,
that.
yeah, that's another thing. Like, just get into Soundslice and start playing with it, clicking on buttons and doing it as you go through the process. You'll figure that out.
So I
you-
guess a follow-up question would be, when I do it through Soundslice, I don't have to put it into MuseScore before taking it to Piano Marble. It can go directly from Soundslice. Is that right?
Yep, that's a new thing as of
Brand new.
1 week ago.
So on the heels of that question, because something I was trying to do with this specific piece was put it in Soundslice and then put it into MuseScore to edit it, to do a bunch of editing, and I couldn't do it. Like it wouldn't accept the XML file from Soundslice and MuseScore. But Soundslice doesn't have the editing capability of MuseScore, is that right?
No, that's incorrect. It does. Soundslice is an editor. That's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up. So if Aaron, if you just want to show real quick, just go back to Soundslice. It's actually, I found it to be pretty similar to MuseScore. So if you're learning MuseScore, you can, and again, the beautiful thing about Soundslice is you can use it on your phone, on your, Android tab, whatever, because it's just a website. So
Okay. So here I am.
yeah, you can, so just delete something, add a finger number,
Like this
delete that
finger
number
right
5.
there.
Yeah,
Can I get
delete
rid of that 5 here?
Yeah, just
How do I
press
do that?
delete. There's a button on the left side. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Okay, so you
Done.
can
Now
edit
the 5 is
almost
gone.
the same that you do in MuseScore right there in Soundslice?
It's literally the exact same thing. Yeah. It's a notation app. It's very, very
Oh.
powerful. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Again, it'll take you a while to figure it out.
So,
Go ahead.
So in summary, I could do everything on my phone. I could take a picture from my phone,
Yeah.
get Soundslice on my phone, and edit it from my phone and upload
Yes.
it. Upload it.
You can't upload it to Piano Marble yet.
I have to set it to my computer first after that's
Yeah,
done,
then do
and
the
then
uploading.
upload it from my computer, right?
Yes, but that's coming in the future where you can just take a picture and just upload it right to your phone. It just, unfortunately, it takes time to get to these dreams we have. One day it'll just be take a picture, upload to Piano Marble, and it'll be that easy.
Yeah, no, I
Lindsay-
was just confirming the process.
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely do that where you just do it all from your mostly all of it from your phone. So you don't even have to get out of bed. You can just stay in bed and scan music all day long. So.
Lindsay Noble had the same question I had, which was, does this work with music that has been written on or has stickers and things like that on it? Because I tried to upload a piece of music that had like images on it. So Michelle responded and says, the more illegible the music is, the more difficult it is for Soundslice to convert it. If there are just a few markings, it should work fine. But what if it's like not on the music itself? It's just like above it or below it is my question.
Yeah, I had a music sheet given to me for learning a few weeks ago, and it had people cross out with X's because it got too hard, to hit something, and it worked. I did have to do a little bit of editing in Soundslice, but it's like, I don't want to mislead. Like, again, kind of like what Michelle was saying, the harder it is, the more, if somebody blacked it out with a Sharpie, obviously it's not going to work, so it's kind of,
the cleaner,
it just depends.
The cleaner, the better, but give it a try. Try it out and test it and see what its limits are.
Mark Ferguson's question is also something I kind of want to ask about. So you included a video, I assume that David created about syncing audio files to the music. If there is people wanting a follow-up webinar about that aspect, is that on the table?
I almost feel like we tried to combine that into this webinar. I think we need to split it into its own webinar because it's really cool what you can do. Just to give you an idea, Josh, could you share your screen on your iPad or your iPhone and open up the song called Lighter Than Helium, Advanced?
Yeah, here we go. I'm going to start sharing.
Can you guys all see Josh's screen?
We see a screen.
Okay,
That's my
he's gonna
screen.
open his computer and show you like some of the backing tracks. We can now do real audio,
Aw,
Which-
so cute.
which opens some real cool possibilities. This is one we did recently. It's called Lighter Than Helium, and you can only hear the audio right now on an iPhone or an iPad. We're trying to get the audio stuff to work with the computer soon, and with an Android phone. The Android phone is probably coming first. It's really close. Let's go to the advanced. Is there an advanced one there? Right there. And just start playing it and then open that thing. Play it, and while that's open,
Sorry, do you want me to do it with the audio files or with the MIDI?
with the audio,
Okay.
you can
One, two,
open
set,
the
go.
mixer. Take that metronome off. Thank you. So these are actual audio accompaniment. And the stems.
When you look the other way, I like to watch the
Josh,
sparkle in your eyes and see
take the voice, turn it off.
see me looking at you as you smile at those around you, and your smile does.
Turn the voice back on.
It's lighter than he.
There's a little bit of a delay.
I'm with you.
Take the rhythm part down.
Feels lighter than helium.
You can take the student part off. Take the harmony off. Is there anything else? Just the voices should be left now.
To tell you what you really mean to me, and
Now,
some
one at a
things
time,
that I
add
say
the
might
others.
Make you wonder if I still see you when you've looked the other way. Do I still watch the sparkle in your eyes and see the wonder in your beautiful face? I promise you that I do. You still make me lighter than helium, and you light the world with your smile. It's lighter than helium and like
Okay.
hydrogen. You make
So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and show you how you that. You guys remember those sections right here, right? I'm getting a double sound, Josh, on yours, I think. Okay, so you guys remember, let's say this minuet I wanted an audio accompaniment on. I added MIDI files, XML files, but I didn't add any audio files. This is where you will add the audio file. And you can put in, David, help me, am I wrong? Can you put in multiple audio files or just one?
You can put in as many as you want, but it'll load slower, but there's no limit.
It's amazing. And you have the capability of turning off like the alto line or the soprano line or whatever. Really, really cool stuff. I think this deserves all of its own. We should probably do a webinar just on its own because not everybody wants to get into that far, and you're gonna have to learn how to use DAWs and stuff. So we went ahead, David made this really cool audio and this video, and he put it here for you if you want to get into it right now. Just go ahead and watch this video and just copy some of the things that he does and you can learn about it. Excellent question though. Let's do it another time. Another webinar that we want to do is group play. How to use group play. We'll probably be doing that early August. So in just a few weeks. So we hope you guys will want to join us for that one. Do we have any other questions before we?
Yes, we
wrap
have a
up
few
here?
more. If
Okay.
people, I know some people need to go, but I'll go through these. Oh, by the
Okay.
way, David Doss
We're
says
recording this too.
he just wanted to say, he says, thanks a million for this brilliant tutorial, Aaron. And Q. Okay, so she had this. I asked Josh the same question. I've been putting PDF files directly into MuseScore and wondering how much better it is to use Soundslice.
That's a Josh question.
Mm-hmm.
If he's left, I can tell you he answered that for me last week. He said,
And
like
sorry, I'm muted.
Oh,
I was
there you go.
muted. Sorry. And are you talking about using MuseScore's PDF converter?
Yeah, I've been doing that quite a bit. Yeah, I import the PDF, take the PDF directly into MuseScore, do a quick edit, and then export the XML and the MIDIs.
Yeah, so you've probably used it more than I have, but about 2 or 3 years ago, I tried it out, and I was using a different software back then, and I found it to be not that good. So maybe it's gotten better, but
So
again,
MuseScore 4 is a huge change. You know, it's really, really much better. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, maybe it's good. I don't know. It's worth me checking out for sure. Is it free
Josh,
still?
would you go ahead and do that?
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Derek is wondering, as far as the recording is concerned, he had to step away and he's wondering when the recording will be available. I'm assuming just as soon as you're able to get it out.
It's an hour and a half recording right now. It's got a render, so I'm hoping tomorrow.
Okay. Brenda wondered, she says the timing looked off. Is that just a Zoom delay?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
It was on my side, it was perfect.
Let's see, if you add instruments in MuseScore as just discussed, how do you get the MuseScore output to play in Piano Marble?
That is on the video. That's a great question. It's on this video right here, step 2. So watch that video. It's 10 minutes, but it'll explain exactly how to do it.
Okay. Yeah, so, also, okay, sorry. Thanks so much for the webinar, for making the recording available for review. Thank you. Okay, I just have 2 or 3 questions that didn't get brought up.
Cami questions. Okay.
These are Cami questions. Okay, do you need a paid MuseScore account to be able to download? Because I've tried to download from MuseScore before with my free account and I can't do it. So is it just specific pieces?
Thank you for bringing that up. Michelle asked if I would cover that as well. So, here is, let's see if I can go to MuseScore. MuseScore has unfortunately really they have gone in and made everything harder to get if you don't pay. So I have a certain level of account. There's other levels of account. What I gave you today was something you could use for free. If I went into like Minuet and G, there are things over here that you can do to look for the free ones. There is a free button right here.
Oh, okay.
There's a community button that you could click on. Community scores only. There's 822 of those. But I still found that some of these you cannot download. Like if they have a little thing on it, usually. Sometimes it's like hunting. It's hard to find. So you might want, like if you do this a lot, you might want to get a paid account for music. Drum set and a bass guitar and a flute.
Okay. I guess one thing I was going to bring up that's really helpful, and I guess in Soundslice now, because I haven't used it before, but is creating page breaks that can really change the way it looks in Piano Marble. Not page breaks, but the line break.
Yeah, I do that in MuseScore with your page breaks. And I believe
just FYI, Soundslice recognizes all the page breaks, so you don't even have to do anything. It just happens.
What about each line? If you're like, I want this line to stop here and this line to stop
Yeah, you can change all that. You can change all of it. I found it's maybe I just haven't learned it yet, but I feel like it's really, really easy in MuseScore. So, but yeah, you can do that.
Do you have the same issues in Soundslice with like if you have a tempo marking and then uploading it to Piano Marble and having the right hand and left hand not line up?
I would assume so. I haven't tried it, and since I use the iOS app a lot, there's like not really a lot of issues with that kind of silly little bugs. So, yeah.
Okay, that's everything from the chat. So I don't know if you want to open it up for any more, but that's all.
Yeah,
the
let's
chat.
open it up. Anybody else have questions? It's kind of long and people are probably brain dead right now. Okay. I can
Nope,
stop
just a bunch of
sharing.
thank yous from everyone.
Okay, it was fun to be here, guys. Can't wait to see you guys at the next webinar, which is probably going to be all about group play and how to use it. We're getting it ready for iPad right now. So it's all working on computers. What can you do with it? All kinds of fun stuff. So if you haven't started using it and you have a computer that you can use it on, start playing around with it. That'll be really fun.
The link to the doc, is that going out in the email with the recording?
Oh, yes, it'll be in the video and it'll be in the email that we send the follow-up email tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep, and I believe, yeah, because we're going to close the session and it's like the first thing in the chat right now.
Josh
You
just
need
dropped
it.
in again, I think.
You need it right now. Okay, Josh put it in again. Excellent. So grab it before we end. All right, well, thank you guys. It's been really fun and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.
See ya, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.